so disorganized. Why don't you get Google?
What's that?
Google is this great web-based technology that we use. So you have different objects over here.
Wow, you mean I could get everything together in one device?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Has this ever happened to you before? How about this? Or this? Google and its applications are great because it's not only free, but it works on all platforms. It's perfect for collaboration, especially in groups for schoolwork or work. And it's paperless. You only need some sort of device. It could be a laptop, a phone, an iPad, anything that can register Google on the internet. It saves everything automatically, so you never have to worry about losing any information that you're posting. And it builds college and career readiness, which is so important for all those college students that need to be ready to get a job. And when you have a job and a career, it's just so easy to collaborate with everybody else.
Now we'll talk a little bit about what web-based training is. Web-based training is an internet browser-based learning, which is also available on local internet. Web-based training technologies include streaming audio and video, webinars, forums, and instant messaging. Web-based training is applied by organizations varying in industry and genre, including the military, elementary schools, colleges, universities, and law enforcement. Web-based training has many aliases such as e-learning, internet-based training, and distant learning. These two pictures have a few words to show a little bit more about web-based training. The first is how they convert classroom-based training material into web-based learning material. Using videos, books, documents, assessments, PDF files, and images, we can see that they can all be converted and be put into one central location.
Excuse me, do you have quick time for a survey?
No.
Excuse me, do you have quick time for a survey? Who takes surveys on paper anymore?
Hey, don't get upset. Come here, let me help you out. Do you know anything about Google?
No, I'm not really good with technology.
Well, it's a web-based technology. Web-based technologies are applications that help us network on the internet. I can show you. Do you want to see?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, great. So we have Google right here. And what you do is you make your own account and you register with your name and an email address. It gives you all that information. Then we can open up this little tab right here, and it's a Google app. And it shows you all your applications on Google. This includes the Drive, which has all the applications spread out. I can show you that right now. As you can see here, I am affiliated with Rutgers University. I have all my applications here. This includes my slides, my documents, my Excel sheets, my emails, all of that. If I just want to, once again, this little grid over here and pick which application I'd like to use. For example, a calendar, which can help you be very organized. You can start out with writing what you want to do and what things you need to get done. You can show other people your calendar, share your calendar with other people. Maybe you'd want to try something like that.
Of course.
Yeah, that's great.
So what you would do is you'd go into Google and you would go to Forms. And instead of having to stand here and give out pieces of paper to people that don't really want to do it, just create the same survey form and share it.
Oh, okay.
So this way, people that are online, maybe they're not paying attention to class or have a free moment, they can go and fill out your form and you can get that survey. Whereas when you're standing over here and giving out papers, you might get one or two people. This way you can get 60, 70, as many as you need.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, so you should use it.
Of course.
Web-based technologies are applications that help us network on the internet. Examples are games, discussion boards, blogs, collaborative spaces such as Google applications. Web-based technologies can also be used for connection. These technologies help us connect to the world. In the classroom, they help us connect with our peers and become more engaged in online courses. We can describe web-based technologies using Bloom's taxonomy. From remembering to understanding, then applying, analyzing, evaluating, and ultimately creating, we can see that Google is in almost every part of Bloom's taxonomy.
Hey. Hey, what's up? Are you ready to hand in Dr. Rodriguez's paper? Oh my god. I left my laptop at home.
Oh, don't worry about it. Do you have your iPhone with you?
Yeah.
Alright, so all you have to do is download the Google app. You can get all of your documents right off of your phone.
So I saved it to the Google Drive at home last night. You're telling me that I still have a chance to hand it in? I don't know. I mean, I'm not good with technology.
No. It is so easy to use. That's what makes Google Enterprise so convenient for everybody.
Sounds good.
Web-based technologies help us with flexibility. Using web-based softwares allows a user to have the facility to be available 24/7 and be accessed through tools or data such as desktop, smartphones, tablets, or notebook. One can continuously work at any time and anywhere. We can see that web-based technologies help us also with protection. Web-based softwares provide a complete protection against worry about backing up files or losing important data to hardware theft. We can protect ourselves and our files by logging into the system and downloading the latest protection offered at the time. Another pro is that it's economical. Using softwares can be economical as long as money does not have to be spent on maintenance costs. So for example, when you make a Google account, you don't have to pay for Excel or Word or PowerPoint, when if you use Microsoft, you have to pay over $100 just for the software. And when you use Microsoft applications, you cannot access them from anywhere at any time. They have to be on your computer, on a USB, or emailed to yourself. Web-based technologies are also timeless. Software save a great deal of time for a user without the need to download a bunch of different applications. It can also be used from anywhere to save time and money. Lastly, web-based technologies are great for organization, collaboration with peers for group projects, and it also helps facilitate organization and puts everything in one place. So when we look at Google, for example, we can see that you can store everything in the drive and have it all in one central location, so you don't have to be throwing papers around and have a bunch of things all over the place. It'll be in one place that you can access from anywhere.
Now that I know about all the benefits behind using Google as a web-based tool, I feel like my life could just be so much easier. Over this.
Honestly, Google was the best thing that I ever did in college. It got me so prepared and organized, and I can't wait to use it in my future job.
Talk about work smart, not hard.
Just a few last points and general knowledge about web-based technologies. The costs. Over time, upgrades and software may need to be paid for example, using Microsoft applications, and also an internet dependency can be formed. Because it is internet-based, a user may feel troubled when the internet fails or is not working properly. Like with Google Docs, you can write in them, but they won't be able to be shared if you don't have internet. It also takes time to adapt to new technologies. Working or web-based software is quite different from a normal or typical work. It takes time to get used to software, so that could also incur costs at a company. Having to train someone on new software can cost the company money. The above picture can show us a little bit more about how different generations use technology. We can see with maturists who were born or raised pre-1945 that their communication media of choice is a formal letter. With baby boomers from 1945 to 1960, they would rather communicate using the telephone. Generation X from 1961 to 1980 would love using email and SMS over anything else. Generation Y from 1981 to 1995, which is many of us, use SMS, text messaging, or social media to communicate. And Generation Z, so anyone born after 1995, would rather use handheld communication devices. And this shows us that throughout the different generations and years, technology has been on the rise and is used more in the younger generations.